Turn the stupid things off. What cave have you guys been living in? And we're the idiots? Relax, I'm just kidding. Well, duh. Why would you want to do something like that? Makes sense. Things are not equal. Hey, it could happen. A case can be made that the very first car was built in Stansted, Quebec. Henry Seth Taylor was driving his little push buggy around years before Carl Benz sent his wife out to drive his car around the streets of Pforzheim and Stuttgart. But it was really the Model T Ford which put the world on wheels. But now, Ford has decided they're not going to make cars anymore. There'll be Mustangs, sure, and smaller cars for certain international markets, but for the most part, they're going to focus on trucks. Now, is this a wise idea, or are these people brain dead? Now, the only joke in the world of statistics is that 2 points make a straight line, 3 points make a trend. And there's no question that in recent years, SUVs have become the trendy vehicle. But Stephen Beattie, the vice president of Toyota Canada, mentioned recently that no matter what, your father's car is never cool. Your grandfather's car, no, that's cool. So maybe today's kids who grew up in SUVs, maybe the last thing they want when they buy their first vehicle is an SUV. Now, back in the 50s and 60s, sedans were king. In the 70s, station wagons took over. Chevy Chase's National Lampoon movies probably killed that. In the 80s, we saw the emergence of the minivan. For some reason, they became symbols of non-masculinity, as if driving around with 4 kids in the vehicle wasn't proof enough of your masculinity. In the 90s, we had sedans coming back, and then the SUVs, the stupid, useless vehicles, started to ascend into the market. So Ford has decided that that is the future. Mustang, a couple of small cars, nothing but trucks. Is this wise, or do they have their heads up their proverbial backside? Myself, I'm betting that they're wrong. They're giving that market completely to the imports and to Chevy and to Chrysler. You know where I'm putting my money. I'm Jim Kenzie.
So if you're watching this on Facebook, please remember the big 3, to like, to share, and to follow. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. We've got 30 years of content. There's got to be something you like.